Warning. This video is not for minors. The characters used in this E-Federation have all given their consent. This material is make-believe and has been rated M for mature. If video game violence offends you, please click out of this video now. 18 and older only. Proceed with caution. Thank you.
Welcome to the YTWE, and here we go. We've got GFreakJ versus Ericpersonal, and I'm here with a hungover Mr. DeVito. But Mr. DeVito, tell me what you can about this matchup coming up.
Alright, yeah, well, you have to excuse me today, definitely hungover, but we've got GFreakJ versus Ericpersonal. Now, I've set this match up for one reason, and that is with the intent that GFreakJ wins the match. I wanted to see it, Vlogger Bob wanted to see it, and a number of other people want to see it. GFreakJ versus Rant with Jeff. So, let's get out of the ringside and see what happens for this one. You ready for it, Joe?
I am absolutely, Mr. DeVito. So here we go. GFreakJ and Ericpersonal, a tag team in the YTWE, which is quite a rare occurrence. But here we start off with a nice lockup, a nice clean start to this matchup, Mr. DeVito.
This should be a very clean match. Both of these guys, very good guys. They both promote anti-bullying, and they're against domestic violence, that kind of stuff. The Evolve 180 Nation, you know, they're very good people, very nice people. So we should see a very clean match here. And there was a clean break.
Absolutely,
out
great
of the corner.
Example of two guys that just want to have a nice clean match. And here we go, Irish whipped. And a nice flying clothesline there from GFreakJ.
That was a nice little move there. But that is part of why we want to see GFreakJ go up against Rant with Jeff. It's GFreakJ, I believe, is maybe quicker and more of an aerial guy than Rant with Jeff. But it's, oh my days, here you go, look at that. Flying into his arm drag. And we're outside the ring.
I didn't expect
we're
to
talking
see
about
this early in the match, Mr. DeVito. I'm quite surprised to see these guys outside the ring.
Yeah, we were talking about friendly, good competition, but I don't know, when there's a shot at the gold on the line, who knows what can go on. These guys are just going to give it all.
Remember, the person who's got a title earns more money, and that's basically what it comes down to, I think.
That is a good point. That is a good point. More money, more coverage. They are, you know, and I don't know that Eric and GFreak are necessarily into things for the money, but I don't know, everybody's got a price. And this is getting dirty. This is getting dirty between these two.
I don't know. It hasn't got that bad yet, Mr. DeVito. It hasn't got that bad yet. We haven't seen any low blows or any cheating just yet. And there you go. Fair enough. That wasn't a very nice move by Ericpersonal.
It wasn't. It wasn't. But it just goes to show ya, these guys, as nice, as good guys as they are, when it comes to the competition in the YTWE 18 plus, there are no holds barred. Look at that, inverted atomic drop, drops his bollocks down across his knee, stomping the arm. Ericpersonal is getting just as dirty as anyone, like, I don't know, like a RoburtRage prick.
Going back to that dub one hook butterfly submission there.
Nice technique from GFreakJ. He's got him in a corner, he's spinning him around. Oh, he's got them fingers locked. Here we go, springboard, Hurricanrana out of the corner. He's going for the cover now.
2.
Ah, and a kick out now.
That was definitely too early for that match to end right there.
Certainly was. Ericpersonal is a fighter, and he's not going to go down that easily. Oh, nice bulldog from GFreakJ, and he's going to the top. Are we going to see it? Footsteps
Oh.
from heaven. He's in.
That's got to be it. That
Going
has
for
to
the
be
cover.
it. 1,
2.
3. Yeah, that's
it. And it's over. It's over.
So there we go, Mr. DeVito. We have a new #1 contender in GFreakJ for the YTWE Championship.
And it is a match that myself, Vlogger Bob, and a number of other people are wanting to see. It is going to be a high-flying extravaganza, and it is going to be at the end of March at the show that is going to be known as Cat versus Kaboom.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to that one, Mr. DeVito. That is going to be one hell of a show. And another match I'm looking forward to is RoburtRage versus you, Mr. DeVito. And that is a long time coming, years in the making. And RoburtRage has left you a promo, so let's check it out.
So here we are, RoburtRage versus Mr. DeVito, 1-on-1, finally. After I don't know how many years, I've waited for this moment, for this opportunity. You see, Mr. DeVito, you've avoided me for such a long time now, that when we finally get in that ring, you're not just facing RoburtRage, you are facing a man who has nothing else to lose. You are facing a man who has waited so long to wrestle you. He will do anything to prove himself. And I've done that. I've done everything you've put in front of me. I've overcome your challenges, your obstacles, from Enraged McFucker, Chris H. Collier, Hell in a Cells, Extreme Rules matches, street fights, being busted open, being hurt, being injured. I've overcome everything you've put in front of me because I only want one thing, and I'm getting it. Because you can't ignore me any longer. You can't ignore the fact that I will not stop. And I haven't stopped. You see, Mr. DeVito, this is only a taste of what's to come. And I realise that in order to be the best, I have to wrestle the best. And that's why this has to happen. This is why this is happening. I'm not one of these guys that needs a belt to prove myself. I just want to wrestle the best. So I'll see you in the ring, Mr. DeVito.
RoburtRage, I could call you a knob, a cock, a dick, a prick, a willy, a wiener, a wang, a Jimmy, a John Thomas, a one-eyed trouser snake, a mushroom head, a cheesy helmet, a cum gun, a single-barreled pump action, bollock yogurt shotgun. I could call you all of these things, but I'm not gonna, not today, RoburtRage. RoburtRage, today I'm gonna call you my opponent for this coming weekend's end of month show. And RoburtRage, yes, you have indeed overcome every single obstacle I have put in your path. Every single obstacle. And you have proved yourself worthy to me. Now, this doesn't mean I like you anymore. No, I never have done. I never will. And neither does anybody else. You're an arsehole. You're a troll. You're a fucking... Yeah, well, I don't want to go too offensive right now. I'm trying to show you the teeniest, tiniest piece of respect, that tiny smidgen that I have gained for you after what you have done. But RoburtRage, you gotta understand the reason I put you through that shit, through that endless amounts of shit, was so that when you got in the ring with me, you would be ready. And you would be ready to beat me and step up to that next level. So RoburtRage, it's gonna come down to it this weekend. Have you learned anything? Are you ready? Because I'm looking forward to it, RoburtRage. I'm looking forward to finding out.
So am I, Mr. DeVito, and another match I'm looking forward to is a tag team match with McFucker and Enraged versus Riley and Wiz.
4 of my favourite people, and all I can say is respect and best of luck to you all.
I think this will be a very interesting matchup, but all I can say is good luck to Wiz and Riley, because McFucker and Enraged are two of the biggest, toughest, meanest bastards in the YTWE.
And here we have the world title match, Rant with Jeff versus GFreakJ. What's the potential for this, Joe?
Potentially match of the night, Mr. DeVito. Potentially one of the greatest matches in the YTWE. But I still think Rant with Jeff is going to overcome this matchup.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a high risk, high octane affair. And this is not the biggest match we've got on the card.
And here we go, Mr. DeVito. We've got Karina Kaboom versus Cat Riley, the main event for this show.
This match was booked by Britt Wigger. I asked him, put me together a top quality main event, and that is exactly what he has done. This show will be named after this match. The show at the end of the month is called Cat versus Kaboom, in honour of this amazing match. Now, Karina Kaboom, a former women's champion in other e-feds, she has done really well, but Cat Riley has been the dominant female in the YTWE for a long time. This is gonna be something else, a match the likes of which we have not seen before. This is gonna be out of this world.
Absolutely, Mr. DeVito, and this is a first in the YTWE. This is Karina Kaboom's first ever match in the YTWE.
This is gonna be the biggest match in YTWE 18+ women's division history. This is gonna be one not to miss. So join us at the end of the month for our end of month show, Cat versus Kaboom. This is YTWE 18+.
Watch the best and fuck the rest.